So I'm David Fechter. I'm head of strategic partnerships at Arundo Analytics, and I will tell you a little bit about what we're doing. So from a high level, we are a B2B SaaS and PaaS early stage software company squarely focused on increasing asset optimization and decreasing maintenance costs in heavy equipment industries. And we are going about that two primary mechanisms. The first, we are delivering data-intensive, business-backed use cases. And the second, we are rapidly accelerating the time it takes for data scientists to deliver organizational value. Now, I know that's a mouthful, but I will unpack that here in a couple slides. So to give you a sense of an issue that we are solving, I'll take an example from the oil and gas space. There has been a proliferation of data recently due to a massive increase in the amount of sensors going into the field, as well as a greater ability to collect data. At the same time, we are seeing a sharp decline in the ability to efficiently use that data because of the complexity of the data, as well as a shift in the labor force. So I said earlier that we are delivering data-intensive, business-backed use cases, and that we are rapidly accelerating time to value for data scientists and organizations. Now, to unpack that a little bit further, it can be broken down into our value proposition of essentially 5 segments. So the first is that we are improving customers' access to data that has historically been locked, whether at the sensor or historian level. Second, we are using machine learning techniques to very quickly cleanse and standardize that data so that it's in a functionable format. Third, we are enabling the efficient sharing and collaboration of data, either internally, different functions in an organization, or in some instances externally with partners or suppliers. Fourth, we are in the same solution, allowing for the rapid building, testing, and deployment of analytic models, either through unsupervised or supervised learning techniques. And fifth, given that we're a software company, we're doing all of this at organizational scale. And by that I mean that we are enabling the cataloging and publishing of these applications within an organization, and in some instances where the owners of the applications are looking to monetize them, we are enabling a third-party open marketplace. So I'm running out of time here, so I go a little quick. So this is some shots of the product and how we're kind of visualizing this in the example of an offshore oil rig. It's kind of tough to see, but if you saw on the left-hand side, that's where there is a equipment hierarchy where you have the asset, the data from the asset organized through machine learning in a logical relationship to its physical proximity on the asset. And then on the right-hand side, you're seeing what we call our social feature, which is where you're enabling the sharing, notification, and annotation of data sets, collections, and learnings amongst individuals and users in an organization. So to give you a sense of a couple customers that we're working with right now in the oil and gas space, we're working with Statoil, offshore oil rig in the North Sea, and we are doing use cases around predictive maintenance, as well as supply chain visibility. And then for Carnival Cruise Lines, we are doing asset optimization with some of their cruise ships. We are just under 30 people with offices in Houston, Palo Alto, and Oslo. Houston and Oslo, given our data science, our oil and gas heritage, and then Palo Alto for data science and machine learning technical backgrounds. And that is Arundo Analytics. Thank you for your time.